Hello and welcome to the Noble Leaders Cup. This is the first qualifying round. The game is between Ayenwatha of the Iroquois and Ostenaco of the Cherokee. Ayenwatha is philosophical and expansive, and the Iroquois start with fishing and the wheel. Ostenaco is philosophical, aggressive, and the Cherokee starts with fishing and agriculture. This is the starting position of Ayenwatha. Let's get the resource bubbles on. Next to a river, there is some rice here. There's also horses over there. There's iron in the desert, some clams, and a couple of fishes out here, starting next to the jungles. Now, he is over here on the eastern part of the big starting continent. This is all one big starting continent. In the west here, we have Ostenaco of the Cherokee starting next to a river, bananas, there is clams, there is some rice, there is aluminum for later, 2 stone resources, there are horses, copper, fish up here, uranium out here, lots of good stuff here in the west. Let's go back here to the east and see what we can figure out. We are going to focus on Ayenwatha because he's the home leader, of course. Let's get this game rolling then, shall we? Off we go. Ayenwatha versus Ostenaco in the first qualifying round of the NLC. Different religions. Ayenwatha in Buddhism, Ostenaco in Hinduism. Ostenaco is now pleased with Ayenwatha already. Ostenaco first to 2 cities. Ayenwatha 2 cities now as well. 85 turns, 3 cities Ostenaco, and Ayenwatha still on 2, there he gets his 3rd. 4 cities Ostenaco, 4 cities Ayenwatha. They are keeping to their own place, but Ayenwatha is starting to build west now. Let's see what happens. Further west for Ayenwatha, he's trying to stretch out his empire now, that is a good thing I guess. Turn 150 is soon here, there it is. 6 cities each, still in different religions. Ayenwatha is notably weaker than Ostenaco though. Ayenwatha is down to 0.6 the strength of Ostenaco, and Ostenaco now on 8 cities, Ayenwatha on 7. 10 cities Ostenaco, he is suddenly building a lot more cities here. Ostenaco and Ayenwatha is weaker as well, down to 0.5, we're going philosophy while Ostenaco is getting engineering. Let me see, Ayenwatha is down to was down to 0.4 for a moment. Ostenaco on 12, 13 cities now, Ayenwatha 10, up to 10. Getting machinery himself, Ostenaco is on banking. And construction next for Ayenwatha then. 15 cities to 10, Ostenaco has an advantage here when it comes to city counts now, 17 to 11. And he did go compass, and now nationalism Ayenwatha is down to 0.4 the strength of Ostenaco. Going feudalism next, Ayenwatha then. 18 cities to 11, that is an advantage. Optics next for Ostenaco, and astronomy. It is not that much of the world that is not on the starting continent, but there are some in the northwest and southeast. There are some lands that is available. 19 cities Ostenaco, 12 cities Ayenwatha. Turn 262 is here. 19 to 12, okay. Well, Ayenwatha 0.4 the strength, going for paper. Ostenaco getting liberalism. And Ostenaco was first to liberalism. Going constitution next then, while Ayenwatha getting civil service. 20 cities Ostenaco now. 20 to 12, going for nationalism Ayenwatha, while Ostenaco is getting his economics and now corporations as well. 14 cities now. You see that Ostenaco has founded a city up in the northwest, on a continent connected up to the Arctic. He is probably thinking about expanding further up there, yes he is. 22 cities now Ostenaco, for 16 for Ayenwatha. And there's somebody circumnavigated the globe or something like that. I didn't catch who that was. It's probably Ostenaco, but I could be wrong. 22 cities Ostenaco, 16 Ayenwatha. Turn 303 is here. Physics next for Ostenaco. Ayenwatha going constitution. 24 cities now, Ostenaco, 25 cities now, Ostenaco with 25 to 16, and this is a big advantage. Ayenwatha is still very weak compared to Ostenaco, 0.5 the strength, but since they apparently seem to be peaceful, it means that Ayenwatha still has a good chance if he tries to go culture, at least if Ostenaco doesn't attack. But now Ayenwatha is down to 0.4 the strength, and Ostenaco is getting replaceable parts and rifling. Ayenwatha going optics then, 27 cities to 18. And privateers are doing their jobs out there now. Ayenwatha going astronomy, Ostenaco is on steam power, 29 cities now for Ostenaco, 29 to 18. I think that this must be somewhere close to critical for Ayenwatha now, because he's down to 0.4 the strength, and Ostenaco with 30 cities versus Ayenwatha's 18. Okay, Ayenwatha has 19 though. He founded the city down towards the Antarctic, so that's going to be Iroquois territory, but 31 cities Ostenaco, 20 Ayenwatha. Ayenwatha down to 0.3 the strength, and now Ayenwatha is going towards gunpowder, while Ostenaco is on railroads and getting it, and there we have the diplomatic victory. It did kick in the end, but Ostenaco, he is the biggest and the strongest leader, so if anyone was to win it, it should be Ostenaco, and he did. Congratulations, turn 354 and 1934 AD diplomatic victory. Congratulations to Ostenaco going into the second qualifying round. Should perhaps also mention that there were two new cup records. Ostenaco's first golden age was in 750 BC, that's turn 85, and Ostenaco's second golden age was turn 139 in 580 AD. So those were the earliest first and second golden ages in the cup so far. Let's go take a look at the stats. Here are the graphs. Ostenaco is the green, while Ayenwatha is the dark blue. Score was Ostenaco, GNP Ostenaco, production Ostenaco, food Ostenaco, power Ostenaco, culture Ostenaco, and espionage Ostenaco. He was best in everything. Demographics. Ayenwatha's numbers ended up with 12.6 million inhabitants, Ostenaco with 23.7, and we see the other numbers here. Good numbers for Ostenaco, I think. Top 6 cities wonders then. Here we see that there are 3 wonders in the BC era, Great Wall, Stonehenge and Temple of Artemis. When it looks to the top 6 cities, Ostenaco does have the top 2, Ayenwatha the 3rd and the 4th, and Ostenaco the 5th and the 6th. Let's go to the stats. Ayenwatha built 20 cities, 4 religions, 1 golden age, currently on 28 towns, 24 windmills, 22 farms. He did build a total of 17 granaries, 16 barracks, 15 theaters, 1 Buddhist stupa. Let's go page down. And there is one, the Mahabodhi, at the bottom of the list. Let's go to the current units then. 58 Mohawk archers, 12 workers, 9 knights, down to 1 galleon, and he trained a total of 62 Mohawk archers, 35 Islamic missionaries, 34 Buddhist missionaries. Let's also mention the 33 Confucian missionaries then. 2 warriors, let's go page down and see there is a grad scientist completing the units trained. Kills then 4 privateers, and the losses were 14 caravels, 4 galleons, and then 3 knights, 2 settlers, a worker, and then a galley. Let's go to Ostenaco and find his numbers. 31 cities built, 3 religions, 3 golden ages, currently on 48 windmills, 34 workshops, and 31 towns. Buildings, 24 granaries, 21 lighthouses and barracks, 3 security bureaus as well. Let's go page down to see page 2, and we see Statue of Zeus is at the bottom there. Let's go page down to the 3rd page, and here we see the Hanging Gardens is the last building on the list. Top, and then current units, 55 riflemen, 31 longbowmen, 24 workers, down to 1 great spy. He trained in his cities 53 longbowmen, 34 settlers and Christian missionaries. 4 caravels is there. Let's go page down and see there is 1 knight completing the list of units trained. Let's confirm the kills then. 14 caravels, 4 galleons, 3 knights and a galley at the bottom there. And the losses should then be the 4 privateers. So congratulations going through Ostenaco. Let's take a look at the victory conditions screen and the cities then. This is the screen. We see 51% of the land area for Ostenaco, 44.12 for Ayenwatha. We also see Ostenaco has 61% of the world population. They were nowhere near culture. Ostenaco did build the Apostolic Palace, so we are going to see how Ayenwatha felt about him once we switch to the Cherokee, but for now we're going to take a look at the cities. Ayenwatha has 20 of them. So sort by population and see Kjotleik, pop 16, Tindinaga 15, and then we see some 12 and 11 cities, and you can look at this. Building a combination of units and buildings. Let's go exit and switch over to Ostenaco. There we go, Ostenaco, the Cherokee, okay. And yeah, okay, those are, well, battling it out. That's okay. Let's go to the victory condition screen then, and now we can go to the members and see how they felt about each other. So Ayenwatha, +5, pleased, okay. 3 for civics, 2 for open borders, that's 5, and then trading resources and peace. Yeah, so that's it, +5, and that's enough for voting for him, okay. Let's go take a look at the cities of Ostenaco then. Sort by population, we are at the top. Chota, pop 18, Nekwasi 16, MSC 15, 14, and down to Tenochtitlan at the bottom there. The Kremlin is being built in, Okonechi, something like that. And then a lot of buildings. Tenochtitlan then pop 3, let's go to the bottom. 3 there, and Königsberg and down are the last cities on the list. Congratulations, Ostenaco going through to the second qualifying round. Tomorrow we will be back with 3 games, 2 from the league and 1 from the cup. The cup game tomorrow is Baybars of the Mamluks versus Abd ar-Rahman III of Cordoba. I hope to see you back then. I am Kjotleik. This has been the Noble Leaders Cup. Welcome back tomorrow.